Are you paralyzed by all the options you have for digital marketing? Well, stick around because today in our Marketing Minute, we're going to show you how to get unstuck and how to start moving forward. Hi, thanks for being here. I'm Emly from inBuzz Group, and before we get into all the details of how to get unstuck, I first want to address why there's this paralysis to begin with. There's a couple things that I believe are what's causing agents to be stuck and paralyzed. And I think the first thing is that there's just so many strategies right now to employ. In addition to all the strategies, there's also variations of the strategies you can try. So, for instance, you can do social media, blogging, podcast, video, whatever. And then, let's say you pick social media, you have Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Should I do videos? Should I make images? Should I do long form posting? There's a lot to consider, right? And so a lot of these strategies, it's like, I don't know what to do because there's so much. That's the main reason, but there are other reasons too. Secondly, digital marketing is a change. It's something that people are just not used to. But this change also means that there are a lot of opportunities right now. And I think some agents are stuck on which opportunity should they go after first. Because before you kind of are local and you kind of go after those opportunities. Now you're like, I could do this or I could do that. I could blog for contractors. I could make videos for plumbers, etc. And so there's so many opportunities. Again, you're stuck because you can't choose just one, because you feel like you're going to be missing out on other things. And the third thing that's keeping agents paralyzed is we're comparing ourselves to others. This has to stop. You have to stop comparing yourselves to others, because what's happening is we're going to conventions, we're going to events, or we're seeing others on social media, and you're like, I wish I could look like that. I wish I could have those strategies, but I'll never make it that far. And what the problem is they're on step 10, we're on step 1, right? So of course you're not going to get there yet. The other thing is that digital marketing is going to look different for everybody. If you're familiar with the 5 a.m. club, I love these people because they're just dedicated to motivating and pushing each other. But just take a look at some of the people at the 5 a.m. club. And we have some people who are doing long-form blogging, and it's working for them. We have others who are going live once a week, and it's working for them, doing live videos. We have other people who are doing videos. We have other people who are doing LinkedIn articles. So there's so much, and people, what they're doing it well, but they're not comparing themselves to each other because everybody's in a different place. So basically what's happening is a lot of agents are overwhelmed and they're overloaded. So in order to get away from this, we need to take a step back. We need to revisit our plans. We need to look at our goals, and we have to look at our agency's purpose as to why we're here and why do we do what we do. Okay, so to help you out of this paralysis, I'm going to give you just a couple kind of action steps to move forward. The first thing you need to do is you have to answer the question of why. Why do you want to do digital marketing to begin with? What effect is it going to have on your agency? And this is going to look very different for every single insurance agency. So take a second and think about it. Is it for legacy planning? Do you want to hand off the agency to your daughter or your son in a position that's more modern, that they can take off and run with it how they want to run with it? Is it that your agency is stagnant and you're like, we need more opportunities, we need to grow? I don't know what that is for you. That's something you're gonna have to take some time. So I encourage you right now to pause the video, or if it's gonna take you a little bit of work, to stop the video and come back and watch the rest later and just figure out, why do we want to do digital marketing? Why do we want to do this to begin with? And so the second thing we need to do is we need to sit down after we figure out why, and we need to figure out what this is going to look like for us. So does it mean, okay, I just want to be seen locally, and I want to be seen as the guy who's in the community. Maybe all you need is Facebook. You have to figure out why you're doing digital marketing, and then you have to figure out which strategies are going to help you do that. Realistically, I mean, all digital marketing is, think of it as a tool to help you achieve your goals, right? And so think about what that is going to look like, and then you can better trace back to, okay, this is what we need to do, or this is what needs done. And so the third thing, and this is one of the probably the most important parts, well, they're all important, if I'm being honest, is start where you can. You're not going to be able to start at step 10 like some of the people we see at the conferences and the conventions. It's not going to just not going to happen. You're not there yet. We need to start where you can. I love the way my partner Mark Riley explains it. He explains digital marketing that it's like a gourmet meal. You know, if you go to a top-notch restaurant and you sit down for a 7-course meal, you don't wait for all the courses to come and cram it in all at once. No, you eat one course at a time, let it digest a little bit, and then you go on to the next one. And you eat it in small bites. And digital marketing is the same way. You have to eat it in small bites, let it digest for a little bit, and move on. And this way, you'll get a great experience, and you'll be able to feel great moving from strategy to strategy to strategy. Alright, so I know you might be thinking, yeah, that stuff is great, and I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to dive into it, but honestly, I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know what I should be looking at. And so, again, I'm going to give you just a couple more things to take away. For one, you got to do your research. Think about what it took for you to become an insurance agent. There was a lot of reading and studying and talking to people and asking questions. That research takes a lot of work. The same is true with digital marketing. You should be Googling things, you should be reading blogs, you should be going to events, you should be attending free webinars. You got to do your research and figure out, you know, what are the different strategies, which one seems right for me, which one is going to help me achieve my goals, right? And so the next thing you need to do, and this is really, I think, what changed our agency 7-8 years ago, is we had to talk to somebody. We had HubSpot came and talked to us, kind of got us started, but you need to do the same. So I don't know whether for you it might be a peer, it might be a friend in a different industry who's doing well digitally. It might be a coach like us at inBuzz, someone who can help guide you and talk to you to the next step. It might be a speaker at a conference who you go up and you talk to them for a few minutes, you get your questions answered. But you got to talk to somebody. Digital marketing is extremely hard to do yourself. And I encourage you to just, whoever it is that you just reach out and say, hey, I need help. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Bounce your ideas off. Ask where to get started. Ask what they think you should do first. This type of thing. This will help tremendously and get you off on the right foot. And so the last thing I want to cover is you have to try something. You know, part of this paralysis is us overthinking things, right? We're thinking about there's 1,000 different ways that this can go. So what you need to do is you need to try something. If you're in business and your goals are set and you know why you want to do digital marketing, then you know that you're in it for the long haul. Again, I'm going to quote my partner Mark Riley. He says, digital marketing, it's a lifestyle. It is not a diet. It's not something that you can go to a conference, come back, give it 20 days, and then you're done with it. You're building something for the future. So it's going to be a month to month, a quarter to quarter, a year to year growth as things change and as you adopt different strategies and you adapt different things to your business. Think about it. This is going to be a month to month thing. You got to pace yourself. You got to work at it. And you got to do it little bit by little bit by little bit. Remember, this is your business. If this is what it takes to help you meet your goals, what other option do you have? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Leave a comment below, or you can just reach out to me personally, send me a message. I'm Emly with inBuzz Group, and until next time, keep on learning.